Craziest drones in the world. What seemed unthinkable a few years ago has now become a trend. Small, remote-controlled drones that can cover bigger and bigger distances. These flying objects have entered the mainstream. Their sensors and electronics have been improved to such an extent that even beginners can fly them without long training period. Some drone owners have thought about this and have modified their drones from fire-breathing drones to flying animals. Number 8. Orville, the flying cat. The Dutch artist Bart Jansen commemorates his dead cat in a very special way. When the cat was run over by a car, Jansen did not want to simply bury it. He transformed his cat into a flying work of art. He had the body of Orville, named after the famous aviation pioneer Orville Wright, stuffed. Then he transformed 4 specially designed propellers on his arms and legs. And indeed, the Orville helicopter takes off, flies through the air and even chases cows. Orville is now half cat and half machine. And he's fucking dead. Number 7. The Pokemon drone. If you want to be a true Pokemon trainer and the very best in Pokemon Go, you will have to work very hard to push yourself to the limit. A young American obviously feels the same way. That's why he decided to use a drone instead of just walking in search of a new Pokemon. This allowed him to catch Pokemon without having to move. Number 6. The Flamethrower drone. Building a flamethrower drone by yourself? That sounds a little crazy at first, but a handyman from the USA has now put exactly that into practice. Obviously, the handyman had a very special idea for Thanksgiving to roast his turkey. He probably didn't feel like getting his home oven dirty and decided to roast his turkey outside. Not bad. Number 5. Controlling drones by thought. Researchers at the University of Florida were working on a brain-computer interface that will make it possible to control drones with your thoughts in the future. The participants are looking at the PC screen. They are wearing a headset that measures their thoughts and transmits them to the drone. So if a participant is thinking of pushing the object on the screen forward, the drone will also move forward. This experiment is only the beginning. Who knows what will be possible in a few years. Number 4. The Drone Swarm. This swarm of drones is capable of attacking a designated target. This fleet of up to 20 quadrocopters can fly in formation. Under a ghostly humming sound, the battery-operated mini-aircrafts take up different formations and can also change them in flight. I would rather not mess with this swarm of drones. Number 3. Drone Race. Drone races are not really something new anymore. There are now several dozen national and international competitions that are held around the globe every year. There are always several pilots involved in a drone race, and it's really getting down to business. There are wild changes, close flybys, and also spectacular crashes. In Dubai, a drone race will take place in March, where the winner will receive no less than €1 million. Who knows? Maybe this sport will soon compete with Formula 1. Number 2. The Multicopter. A professor has developed a multicopter that can both fly in the air and swim underwater. The researcher sees great potential in the floating drone. After all, the range of applications of such a drone could expand dramatically. It could, for example, be used to inspect bridges, oil pipelines, and to examine buildings constructed in oceans or waters. But the waterproof drone could also be used for investigations of oil spills, warfare, or search and rescue missions. Number 1. The Cowboy Drone. The cowboy drone herds sheep and cattle together. The animals are obviously scared of the drone and run away. This is exactly what the inventors of the drone want, and they use it to round up the herds. The pilot steers the drone pretty accurately. And in the end, the herd of cattle does exactly what it's supposed to. They let the drone drive them to the next pasture. Now I have a bonus fact for you. It's the anti-drone bazooka. The Skywall 100 is not only visually similar to military anti-aircraft devices, but is also technologically sophisticated. It is basically a bazooka system that can fire flying nets at moving targets. So far, the net can be fired up to 100 meters to intercept drones. Imagine if we lived in a society where we had to choose between these two devices. Either fly a drone or use the weapon to intercept drones. Would you be hunter or hunted? Just write it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel.